Mike Jackoff with MnREIA and Real Estate Problem, another Flip It Friday, and today I want to talk about the progress of a rehab, because the question comes out a lot of times, where do I start? And I always tell people to start on the exterior of the property as much as they possibly can, even if it's just cleaning up the yard and doing the paint and the trim. Like this property here, it's got vinyl side or steel or aluminum. It's aluminum siding, aluminum or steel siding on here, so really didn't have to do any work on here, but I did have to replace the gutters on here right away, and we redid the window wells, took them off, we had to rebuild them to the property. But what happens is, whether it's a rental property or a rehab, I always want to start with the exterior on the property first, because I want the neighbors to notice what's going on as well. As an example, we got this property next door. That side of the wall, you can see the fence is really bad shape, but the trim around the house, you can see right now, I don't know if you can see that here, but it's been painted on this side. Well, that side was all just really bad. The window, around the windows and the soft fascia boards up there, right there, were in really bad shape. They need to be scraped and painted, and nothing had been done. And so for the first 2 weeks, still nothing had been done on the property. With just this last week, the owner finally came out and started doing the cleanup on their property. And usually what happens is, because they see all the work we're doing on our property, they notice all the work that they need to do on their property. Because they're out here now looking at our stuff, they notice theirs. And like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it now. Where if we weren't doing that, they might not have noticed it. Or they'll notice it later on, but they won't even touch it until after we're trying to show the property to prospective buyers and or tenants. So I want my neighbors, I want to guilt them into doing their work before my tenant buyers start showing up to look at my properties. So with this one here, he's already started doing the work. And then if the tenant buyers come by and see something that's not as fixed up, like the fence definitely got to get fixed up. That's really bad. But as long as they can see that something's being done and it doesn't look totally disastrous, it's not going to be that much of a deterrent, especially if you can see that they're actually working on it. Then they don't care as much. But if it's totally run down and they haven't even started any work on it, when your tenant buyers start coming to look at your properties, your neighbors are going to, if the properties are in that bad of shape, will devalue yours. And anytime you start working on a property, you look at the properties around the neighborhoods, and the ones that are in rougher shape, we'll start doing some work. As example, the blue one, last week, they had a guy over here, and he was doing something to the decks. I don't know if he was replacing boards or whatever, but they were out there doing some work, and they came over and talked to us. So it's just one of those things, when you're outside and they see you, they notice what's wrong with their properties, and they'll start fixing them up too. So just a little trick to guilt your neighbors into fixing up their properties as well. And all that does is helps increase the value of your property. So hopefully you like these videos. If you do, please like and share them. And we'll see you back here next week with another Friday video.